Let's get to Charles Payne on this, the Making Money House, right after this show. Charles, this notion that Bitcoin might be sliding, on the notion that for those who use it, they can't be hiding. I'm trivializing it, but I'm wondering, is that a good reason to see it free-falling as it is today?
I don't think so. In fact, I think the news yesterday for Bitcoin was absolutely a great news for them. One thing I want to point out, last week was a record amount of outflows out of Bitcoin, an all-time record, 141 million out of Bitcoin in those products. I think the weakness in Bitcoin can still be traced to Elon Musk and comments about the environmental impact. That really put up a brick wall with respect to Bitcoin. Ironically, last week, 33 million went into Ether or Ethereum, which is at $1 billion now. So Bitcoin has its own particular issues. Now, here's the thing. That news yesterday, Neil, was absolutely phenomenal news because this pushes back against the narrative from Janet Yellen and others that, hey, this is some sort of digital dark hole, that we can't go in there. We don't know what's happening. It's where criminals do all of their activity. Well, you know what? They were able to get a digital law enforcement posse together. They went in there and they retrieved most of this cash. So that sort of nicks that, and I think that's good news for Bitcoin overall because the biggest obstacle in my mind for it right now would be regulatory issues for them.
Yeah, I found it offensive that some viewers were calling me, Neil, you must be chagrined here that the mob can't hide its money now, Bitcoin, as if I'm in the mob. Okay, but the one thing, what's kind of wild about it, Charles, is if you think about it, the more kind of street cred Bitcoin can get through knowing that it isn't just a nefarious investment alternative, that it has a legitimate place among all types of investments.
Right.
I guess for now that's not being realized, but longer term, do you think this puts a lid, and some of these developments puts a lid, or maybe is an excuse for people who've been, recording some very heavy profits to get out?
Bitcoin it's one of these things where I think a vast majority of folks who are in it believe in it. They're not looking to get out here. A minimum target is 100,000. Some are still looking for 1 million. They bought it with the intention on holding it, and they bought it thinking whenever it would dip, they would buy it on the dip. So the core holders of this, we can't look at this like, old school buy stocks. And even in the stock market, right, we know folks say, I'm a long-term investor. They pay 50, the stock goes to 45, and they sell, and they never buy another stock again. This is a whole different mindset. By the way, I do want to also point out, folks that I've brought on my show who really understand this say the blockchain itself as a public ledger has always been actually a better place for law enforcement to be able to use and to go after criminals. So I don't want to offend anybody that you may know, Neil, but it actually could be a good thing for law enforcement, the blockchain.
Okay, thank you for your emotional support. I do appreciate that. What do you make of we had a situation where Bitcoin would move one way along with gold if stocks were going the other way, or vice versa, that they can't all be going up together. Do you buy that notion that the hairier things look, the better for Bitcoin, the worse things look, or the fact that regulators are cracking down, the worse for Bitcoin and better for more traditional investments like stocks and bonds? Where are you on this?
Yeah, I do think that there's something to that. And then, by the way, I mentioned Elon Musk, but I should have also mentioned China, right? The China crackdown, first on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency with respect to transactions, and then against those miners, right? So that was the ultimate 1-2 punch. But, a lot of people are buying this because of the China crackdown, because of the Janet Yellen to the world, and thinking that ultimately fiat currency, the money printing every single day around the world by every central bank, that is going to come back and haunt us. And the only reason it hasn't is because they're all playing the same game. But real life purchasing power has declined for all of humanity for the most part. And people are worried about that. As far as alternative investments, stocks up, Bitcoin down, we see that from time to time. But I think a lot of this right now with the investment world and while we're moving sideways on some of these things, big question mark on the Federal Reserve, Neil. Really a big question mark. This is one time you cannot find a real consensus on what they're going to do next and what that would mean for all investment vehicles.
Yeah, but I do sense they're afraid of it. They just don't know what to do about it, but they are afraid of it. Charles,
great
talking to you. I wanted to let you know,
Thank
buddy,
you.
that I ran into a fan of yours who said, Neil, I got to ask you, is Charles as nice and as smart as he seems to be? And I naturally said, no. He's smart, all right, but he's not a nice guy. And so I just thought I'd pass that along like this. So.
Thank you very much. My cousin told me he ran into you.
Anything I can do to help. Thank you, my friend. Great reporting on all of this. You can catch him an hour and 45 minutes from now.